Hi everyone, Claudia here from Lighting Clarity. This week's message to Spirit is: what steps will you be taking to manifest that goal? What steps will you be taking to manifest that goal? So whatever goal it is that you have in mind, feeling into that, or it may be a new goal that's coming in that you're not aware of. Regardless, I'd like you to pick which archangel holds that message for you. We have Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, or Archangel Michael. Without further ado, for those of you who have chosen Archangel Raphael. So Raphael comes in, he's connecting with me quite strongly. He's bringing in a strength of heart. One of the steps he shows me is a strength of heart is what is needed. Some of you, he says, have been a little bit lost as to how to proceed forward with particular life goals that you've got, particular dreams that you've got. He says we want to bring in a sense of strength into the heart center. He says this is something that's going to come in over a period of between now and next year. So he said over a period of 12 months. He said your hearts are going to begin to strengthen. And with that, he says it grounds and strengthens your road because you'll be more grounded and more practical in how it is you handle situations around you and how it is that you view your life and what it is that you want to bring into your life in terms of that particular goal or a particular goal or goals that you want to achieve. So he says a lot of you would benefit from working with and I never talk about this, but the energy of having an emerald stone, an emerald crystal with you. He says this connects you to me. I'm happy to bring in that sense of courage into the heart center. He also reminds me that carnelian is also a heart strengthening crystal that one can wear around the heart. He says, hang on, we'll keep going. So he says, some of you like to go it alone in terms of trying to create something. He says you are going to learn a particular lesson over the next 6 to 12 months. He brings it more 8 months to 12 months. He says you will be seeking external help outside of yourself to help you with these particular goals that you have or this particular goal that you have that you want to manifest. He says you will be seeking outside help to bring this goal to fruition. It's like you go and do extra research and then there's something you learn from that extra research or something that you will learn from that extra research and it'll be like a penny drops and you go, oh, okay, I really didn't think of that. Okay, I need to go and do this particular thing or these people can help me with bringing this forward or these goals forward or this goal forward. It's going to be very broad for all of you in terms of this, he says as well, which I can understand. He says, I want each of you to stand in your hope and in your faith. It says, I want you to tap into that inner child because that inner child of yours had some really beautiful ideas about what it is they wanted. They used to get really excited. They would write, some of you would write stories as children. Some of you would just fantasize. He says, we want you to tap into that excitement you used to have when you were invited to a birthday party and you were very young. You know, and that excitement, that anticipation for what it is that you knew was coming. He says, we want you to feel that excitement for your lives. We want you to feel and stand in your faith and in your hope with what is it you want to create. Some of you just throw your hand in the air and go, huh, what's the point? He says, this is not what we want. He says, it is when you stand in your faith, when you stand in your hope, when you look in anticipation. He says, when you plant those steps in front of you, that brings that goal to fruition, that brings that goal towards you. Some of you have shied away from receiving good into your life. Some of you have shied away from that. I'm sorry for speaking this manner. I have to give what he says. He says some of you have shied away from that. Some of you haven't believed you have been deserving of good at a subconscious level for some of you and at a conscious level for others. And he knows, he says, each of you know what we are talking about here in that regard. He says, We want you to believe that you are deserving. You have always been deserving. He says, he's making me feel there was someone in your life that didn't love you properly, whether this is a spouse, whether this was a sibling, whether this was a parent. There's someone that didn't love you properly, whether this was a friend and it left a mark on you, the relationship ended, long-term friend. There's something that left a mark on you that made you feel, that made you lose faith a little bit in the magic of life, of what is that can come forward for you, of what is that you can manifest in terms of your goals, in terms of your dreams. He says it is time to tap into that excitement. It is time to bring up that looking forward to what is that you want for yourselves, bringing that in. He says the steps are there, they are coming in front of you, but we need the heart center to heal. We need that self-belief, that self-deserving to come in. And also that is making feel that deep healing, because I can feel there's a bit of hurt in some of you, deep hurt. That's an old deep hurt that's buried deep, but it is still there. He does show me in time to come. It's like you throw a shade off your eyes and you're able to see with more clarity around you. And I do see an optimistic you coming in towards the goals that you have, towards the dreams that you have. It's like, well, what if I can do this? What if I can bring this in? What if I attain this? What if I could get this? And I just see that coming in, that those steps, those feelings are coming in. So that healing is coming in for you as well. And it's like there's a forgiveness of the past. There is a forgiveness of the past, and as a result of that opening of forgiveness of the past, that heals the heart, that actually opens up your roads. And I see some old goals that you put to the side actually coming back in, and you bringing some of those goals and those dreams back in and to fruition as well in the time to come. Not all of them, but there is some goals that will be coming in for you, smaller and bigger ones, depending. All right, I'm going to pull a card as well for those of you who chose Archangel Raphael. Thought I'd do something a bit different today. So the card that's come out for the Raphael group is Crossing Bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Gosh, that's exactly what we were just talking about. That's beautiful. That's you crossing the bridge, seeing the light in front of you. Look at that moon, being able to see in front of you, and it's like you're walking through some sort of an archway, and there is some sort of healing that comes in. It's like a graduation is how I feel. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, thank you. Okay, and for those of you who have chosen Archangel Uriel, let's bring Uriel forward. Thank you. The Uriel's bringing me into the heart center. He talks about being centered as well, and being grounded too. So Uriel shows me an opening coming in for a lot of you along your paths. And I want to say there's 3 openings along your paths coming in. Some of them will be bigger for others. Others of you will be smaller. But I'm seeing 3 openings coming in. Let me get the timing period if I can anyway. Okay, so one of the openings will be towards the end of this year. And the next 2 openings will be over the course of next year. So they will be opportunities brought towards you of choice to do with certain goals, do with certain dreams. So these are the steps that are coming in for you, that you will have the ability of choice of choosing whether you're going to do that or whether you're going to do this. I'm also seeing perhaps travel coming in, a decision to go traveling for a substantial amount of time, or whether you're going to go with a friend traveling. I'm also feeling perhaps for others of you, there'll be some sort of business venture, either gathering with somebody else. This is just by the by. But there are different goals for everyone that might be that are coming in for you. It might be goals that you already know about, dreams that you already have, or new goals coming in, or a new goal coming in. Just be open-minded with this, feeling into it as we go along with Uriel. He says, I want you, okay, so he says exactly what I just said. He says, I want you to be open to what comes in. He says some of you can be very, how do I say this, a little bit regimented. He says we want you to be less regimented, be more open to what wants to come in for you in terms of opportunities, in terms of these goals that you want to manifest, these dreams. He says some of you have an idea that A has to happen, then B, and then C, and then D. And he says that's just not necessarily the case in all cases. He says we want you to be open with how these goals will come in towards you, what steps are brought in, and what steps you'll be choosing to take towards these. He says this is a life lesson in learning to be more, he's using, it's not the right words. I'm trying to, it's like, I want to say spontaneous. It's not quite the right words. It is being open towards trying new things, new steps towards the goals that you have or the goal that's coming towards you, accepting these steps as they come forward, because I do feel there's going to be some unusual steps coming in that you normally wouldn't take, but you're going to be looking to take them in order to manifest what it is that you want for yourselves. If that's the best way I can word it, if I've been clear enough with what Raphael is saying to me. I know what he's saying, but it's just getting the words out sometimes. Explaining it to you all can be a bit difficult. I'm trying to be as accurate as I can be and clear as I can be with you all. All right, so he says to work with the golden ray of light, or the yellow ray of light. I know the yellow ray is to do with the energy of grace, hope, and restoration. Bringing in the yellow ray of light onto your paths ahead of you towards the goals that you have of hope, grace, and restoration. It's unusual that I would speak this way. I don't normally have them say this, but that's just something they're bringing through. So Uriel's making me feel we want you to trust your intuition. He goes to your stomachs, trusting your guts, trusting your instincts are the words he's using. Trust your instincts. Go to your stomach. Feel into it. Feel into those lower chakras when you need to make a decision whether or not these are goals worth pursuing, whether or not this is something that's meant to be. But he says, when it comes to it, trust your instincts. Trust yourselves on this. He says it'll be a very distinct feeling that comes in as to what steps to take, or as to whether or not to take this step, whether or not to pursue this. He says you'll know exactly what to do as the time comes in. He's working with a lot of you in strengthening your spines and helping you stand taller and straighter, and in believing in yourselves as parts. There's some of you that have your heads a little bit down. There's some self-esteem issues here as well. He says he's working just to help you stand taller. He's working on your spine to strengthen the spine energetically. So there is a deeper sense of self-worth and self-belief here. So he talks about self-esteem. All right, so let's pull a card. For those of you who have chosen Archangel Uriel, I just want to pull some cards. One card. Okay, so the card that's come out for those of you who've chosen Uriel is surrendering to the journey, release control. Look at that. So there is a light guiding you forwards. I am getting, I'm feeling with some of you, you've got some particular spirit guides on your team that are assisting you. There is a push to move forward. You're not going to be holding back, and I'm feeling you will find within your being, within your person, there is going to be a desire to do something of one of your goals that you want to bring forward, one of your dreams. There's going to be a pull. That's what I say. You're going to feel like a pull, excuse me, within yourselves to do this. It's like it equates it to giving birth. Like you really want to push that baby out. Those of us who have children, we all know how that feels. I feel like something's being born. You know you've got to do this. You don't know why, but you're going to do it, and that's that. And I see you doing those, walking towards that particular goal. It's like you're being led forward with the steps that will be coming in. No, that's perfect. I love that. Okay. And for those of you who have chosen Archangel Michael, let's bring Archangel Michael in. Thank you. So Michael is coming, he's strengthening either side of your auras. There's a need to strengthen the sides of your auras. He says we want to strengthen your willpower. That's one of the things he's saying. I don't normally talk about willpower in that regard, but he wants to strengthen your willpower. He says without that you cannot manifest anything. So he says that there is some more working out. There's some more working out to do with some of the goals that you have, or a goal that you have. There is some more planning coming in. He's making me feel that some of you are not sure whether you want this or whether you want that, or whether you really want this particular thing or not. He says clarity needs to come in, and that's one of the steps that will be coming forward for you, is that sense of clarity. I see some of you having a conversation with either a really good friend that's really good advisor, or somebody else regarding this. And with that will come the clarity, whether you're speaking to, someone at a course or at a university or a tertiary education place, we say TAFE in Australia. There's some sort of clarity that will be coming in, whatever this is to do with. He says that's one of the steps that will manifest. He says you're quite gentle people, those of you who have chosen him, and everyone's gentle, but you guys are particularly quite gentle people. And you're quite conscientious as well. So he's making me feel there will be a goal coming forward that will be successful for each of you. Whether these are a few goals or whether this is one goal, there is a goal coming in that will be successful for you. And I do feel it's a goal that you have been patiently waiting for, walking towards, wondering whether or not this is for you. But I do feel it will come forward, and it will quietly come forward, and you will quietly be happy about it, is what I'm being shown. Oh, that's really good to see. He says you already do put steps in front of you, but some of you have been snails of late. You've been a little bit slow, and you've kind of lost a bit of your mojo towards, and a bit of your motivation towards what it is that you want. He says that spring in your step is coming forwards. He's making me feel that you're being led forward, especially some of you by your guardian angels, others of you by your spirit guides. There is like extra angels on your team, or one of the angels on your team, that is just going to bring in that sense of motivation, and you're going to be pushed, forward. You will not be allowed to sit back. And as you push forward, I'm feeling as though there'll be some work done on the sacral and on the root chakra and on the solar plexus to get you moving. I do feel there is some sort of release coming in around those lower chakras. Either some of you are going to see a healer of sorts, or you're attending some sort of retreat, or whatever this is with, or whether there's just it unblocks by itself. But I do feel as though there'll be some sort of resolve within yourself coming in, where you'll be like, you know what? I have to. I can't sit back here. I have to do this. That's enough dilly-dallying. And I see you stepping forward more and more, placing those steps, walking towards that goal, those goals. And I do see more optimism coming in as well within you. And you're coming back into being who you are. Some of you for a long time haven't been who you are. Not fully. You haven't been your usual self. But I see you stepping forward and being who you are. Normally who you are is, I'm seeing this sense of chin up, strength in, decision, I'm going to do this, and that's that, and I'm going forward towards it. So that real sense of inner strength comes back into you, or comes into you if it hasn't been there for a long time. It comes into you, that sense of resolve. It's that sense of, I'm going to do it, and that's that, and nothing stops you. And that's good to see, and that's what brings this goal or these goals forward. So this actually will open up a new path or a new platform, and you'll know it when it happens. You'll be like, no, that's great. I've got this now. And from here, I'm going to jump to the next goal, the next dream, the next step, the next step, the next step. And that's what I see coming in. All right, so let's pull some cards for those of you who have chosen Archangel Michael. Okay, so I'm getting, I've got finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. That's very nice. That's linking you, connecting you with your holy team and with the energy of the universe. So I'm feeling as though there's been some sort of activation within you, life force energy that's connecting you to the universal wheel of manifestation. Yeah, there are a lot of words coming out of my mouth all at once. That's what they're making me feel. And there's a clarity that comes in that clears your third eye, that clears you, and you're like, you know what? I know where I am. And I feel a sense of, how do I say this, relaxation coming in as a result of attaining this goal. But I do feel there's a connection to heaven. So your holy teams are stepping forward to assist you. The archangels are stepping forward to assist you. And there is an aha moment to do with the goals that you have, or the goal that you're looking to attain. And there will be that sense of satisfaction, is what I get as well. All of this will be quite gradual, but then again, it will also come in more than gradual for some of you, or for a lot of you. You'll be like, that came in quickly, or that came in gradually, and that came in easily. They're the words I want to use. All right. Well, many blessings to each of you, and I wish each of you a happy Easter with your beautiful families. If you don't celebrate Easter, wonderful 4 days off. Stay safe. Many blessings. I'll see you all again next week. Thanks, everybody.